What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chopper Style, and today I'm going to be giving my review on Call of Duty Cold War, just the multiplayer, because I have not tried zombies or any other game mode yet. Right off the bat, man, I am so happy to have a Call of Duty where we can actually move around. Everybody is rushing. I mean, every map you go to, everyone's rushing around, everyone's running, no one's camping. This is such a big change from Modern Warfare. I'm liking this Call of Duty a lot so far. There are some things that are wrong, but I'm gonna get into the good first, and then I'm gonna go into the bad. First, the good, being able to move around. That is the number one thing about this Call of Duty that I like the most. It's so fun to move around. The maps. The maps are actually decent. They're not bad. They have flow. I admit they're not like the old school Call of Duty maps where it was more predictable where people were going to come from. The maps had serious flow and they were very predictable. But with these new maps, there is a lot of unpredictability, and there's also flow to the maps. That's what I like about this. There's flow, but you still have to be careful because people can come out from almost anywhere. But it's not like you don't know where they're spawning from. It's just there's a lot of lines of sight. And unlike Modern Warfare, where there was just so many different penalties for how the game naturally works, the camping and the loud footsteps. I mean, even this game, the footsteps aren't super quiet, but it's not stopping people from running around. Everyone is still moving. And the only map that I can say that I really don't like all that much is Miami. And the only reason is just because of how slow it plays. I feel like I don't know, just the way it's shaped and how big it is, it kind of does feel like a Modern Warfare map. I'm not a big fan of Miami, but I don't hate it. It's just my least favorite out of all the maps. The guns are very enjoyable to play with. I constantly am picking up different guns and trying to use them. The MP5 definitely feels like one of the best weapons. It feels the most comfortable in my hand, but it doesn't stop me from trying other weapons. And even when I try other weapons, I'm not going to do as good as I would with the MP5, but I'm still not getting bodied. I picked up one of the tactical rifles. It takes 3 shots to kill. It's a semi-automatic, and I was doing work with it for my first time without a sight because I'm not really good with iron sights either. And in Modern Warfare, if you weren't using the top like 3 guns, you just got beat all the time. In this game, no matter what weapon I run with, I'm able to do some type of work. At least I can try it out. It's not like I'm getting completely bodied and I'm like, okay, I can't use this weapon no more. I really like the weapons in this game, and there's a lot of attachment for them, and they're not penalized. It feels weird putting a sight on your gun and it doesn't have any penalty to it. It doesn't make you slower. Like, I love that aspect of the game. The gunplay is so much fun. There's so many different guns and their variety. There's not no one trick pony in this game. There's not one gun that's going to do it all. Even the MP5, how good it is, I get beat by range a lot, by snipers, assault rifles. The gun is good, but it's not going to beat out every gun in the game. I love the gunplay in this game. The kill streaks are not as bad as what I thought they were going to be. I'm very surprised. I looked at the cooldowns, and the cooldowns on all the small streaks, they take like 90 seconds, and that's what stops people from spamming the streaks. Because I was going to run the fire bow, because I'm like, it's easy to get, but I seen the cooldown. I'm like, damn, that takes a long time to cool down. So I never felt like when I was in a match that I was just getting bodied by streaks. Not at all. The streaks feel pretty comfortable. I will say the higher up streaks, I didn't really see them too much. I wasn't really trying to get them, so I don't know if they're too hard to get, but I barely seen any high streaks. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. I'm gonna have to try to equip them and try to get them just to see how hard they are to get. I kind of feel like the higher up streaks may be a little too hard to get, but I don't know how I feel about that yet. The perk system is great. I love the perks, and also the wild cards that you can put. They are like not broken, but they make Call of Duty fun. I don't feel like it's like a pick 10 system where you're so limited. I mean, all of the perks that you can and the wild cards that you can put on your class is just amazing. I mean, being able to put 2 of the same perks that are, and these perks are actually very strong, dude. Some of the, like, I'm not a big fan of the second class perks, But tier 1 and tier 3 perks are amazing, and to be able to equip 2 of them or all 3 of them, that is amazing. And also the wild cards, I mean, dude, they are all good and fun to use. Lawbreaker is amazing, you know, being able to equip 2 guns, and the fact that it's not a perk like normally it would be a perk, now it's a wild card. And then also the wild card to put more attachments on your gun. Oh my god, dude, being able to put what I think is 8 attachments, that is just crazy. But I like that. The gunsmith being able to put all these different attachments on your gun that are powerful. Like, bro, these attachments are really good. I mean, you look at even some of the earlier attachments, you know, they're not bad. And the later attachments is even better. You can change your gun to whatever play style you want. Like, that is amazing in the game. Like, that is so much fun. Also, in between games, when, you know, you don't have enough time to do your creative class, even when you go into the game, you can still create and equip anything. I mean, it sucks you can't do score streaks, but I understand that because people would change it all the time. But being able to change my classes, that's amazing. I don't have to always back out of a lobby all the time. Oh, speaking about lobbies, you don't always get disbanded from your lobbies every time. It does feel good to stay in the same lobby. I really wish it was always like that. Sometimes you get kicked out and sometimes you stay together. But I like the fact that you do sometimes get to stay together. I like running with the same people. You know, it just puts more fun into the game. You know, when people are talking smack, you can get back at them, or you can talk more smack back with them. That is so fun. Getting put in these random lobbies all the time, that is not fun. But I mean, hopefully we get to stay in lobbies more often. I don't know why it sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't though. The movement in the game seems to be very fluid. It's fast paced. It's not slow at all. The sliding, I think, is perfect. You know, it's quick, but it's not ridiculously broken like it was before. You can drop shot, you can jump. I mean, the game speed, I have no problem with it. The time to kill is decent. The time to kill is very good. You know, you have enough time to challenge a gunfight. If you get shot first, it's not always a death sentence. You can turn over a gunfight. You know, even if it's 2-on-1, sometimes you can get out of that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wish the time to kill was just a little bit longer, but I'm not mad at how the time to kill is right now. I still think it's good, and I'd be fine if they don't even mess with it because they might, you know, overdo it. But I'm fine with the time to kill, and also the movement is perfect. I love the movement in this game, man. It's not, I like a fast-paced Call of Duty. It never feels boring. Even if I have a lot of deaths, I'm not mad because I get to run around and I just get to murk people. You know, it's gonna be sometimes where I get smacked too. It's understandable. It's Call of Duty. And as far as the skill-based matchmaking goes, I have mixed feelings with it. For the most part, I like the skill-based matchmaking. It doesn't put me in over sweaty lobbies. If I'm playing solo, when I'm playing solo, I have no problem with skill-based matchmaking at all. I even find some straight noobs in my lobby. It's not all the time, but it fluctuates. I'm never in a game mode where I'm just getting bodied. You know, most of the time I have more kills than deaths. I mean, it almost feels like the beta. You know, I have no problem with it. It feels, I think multiplayer should feel a little challenging, but you shouldn't be facing nothing but noobs all the time. You know, I don't care about facing super noobs. I mean, yeah, is it fun bodying them, but anybody can do that. You know, I like facing people that are of at least some skill level. So when I do work, I know that I did a good job. You know, I like how the skill-based matchmaking is. But this is where I'm going to kind of switch over to the bad now. With skill-based matchmaking, I noticed when you party up with someone who is not of the same skill level as you, who is actually better than you, you will get put in sweaty lobbies like crazy. I linked up with one of my friends, and he is a better Call of Duty player than me, and we just got put into, I mean, just ridiculously sweaty lobbies. Like, now I see how some people are mad at the game when they talk about in higher skill levels, that it's just ridiculous. I mean, you have no time to react. I mean, when a person sees you, they are snapping onto you in an instant. You know, I'm not at that level yet. Maybe one day I will be, but yo, I suggest if you play with any friends, make sure they're around your skill level. If they're higher than your skill level, it sucks. It's not even worth it because it's gonna put you in some crazy sweaty lobbies. I mean, it was, and we played for a while. It was a good like 15 matches in a row, nothing but sweaty lobbies. I think I had maybe 3 good games out of all that. I mean, my dude did fine because he's used to that, but me, I wasn't used to it. But it was training. Like, I didn't back down. I just seen how good the other players were, and I look at that as training. So when I go back to my normal skill level, I'm gonna start doing work. But that is just a warning out there. I wish skill-based matchmaking was a little bit more loose. Like, if you're playing in a party, it shouldn't go by the highest person. It should go by the middle person. Wouldn't that make more sense? That way it's better for everybody. Going by the highest person, everybody loses out who isn't that skill level. But that's just my opinion on it. I like the skill-based matchmaking how it is now than compared to Modern Warfare. I will say that. One of the biggest problems in the game to me is how slow you level up. The fact that you have so many attachments is a good thing, but the fact that how slow you level up, it gets a little annoying because you want to unlock some of these better attachments in the game, but these guns go up to like level 55 or something like that. And all the best attachments are later on then. So as much as fun as it is to use different guns, I like that. But the fact that them guns are going to be trash, not trash, but they're not going to be that good until you level it up. Like, some guns are better at the start, and some guns you have to level them up before they're good. And that grind is just is very annoying because it makes you feel like you're bad or something. And it's not that you're bad at the game. It's the fact that, your gun isn't as fast, like the MP5. MP5 up front has quick aim down sight times, all that. When you use the AK-74U, it's a good gun, but the aim down sight time is not that competitive. You have to wait until you unlock that. Or the bullet velocity, how that is pretty much the new rapid fire. If your gun, submachine guns, they get higher bullet velocity, but not until you level it up some. The attachments in the game, they are great, but starting a gun from base, it is very annoying. Some, like, even getting a red dot sight for some of the tactical rifles, because they give you this crap. They give you a sight, but it has like no red dot. And sometimes, like, when I'm aiming, like, the sight kind of messes up and it goes weird. It's hard to explain, but it's very hard to see out of. So the guns are good, the attachments are good, but getting the attachments is the hard part. I wish they did more double XP or something, because, bro, it takes too long. It's not fair that PlayStation players, when they're teamed up, they get a 20% boost, I think 20 or 25. Even if they're playing with Xbox or PC, they get the buff, but we don't. That is BS, man. Okay, like, it should be across PlayStation players only. If you team up with an Xbox player, if they're gonna benefit off us, I mean, we should get something, at least 10%, in my opinion. Another very big negative on Cold War is the aim assist. The aim assist is still broken. Like, I don't know how it was in the beta what the problem is, but in this one, Exclusive Ace explained it. It's so strong that when a person is strafing, your aim assist is like holding on to a spot where your player used to be. So sometimes when you're aiming at a person, and they're strafing, your aim is like pushing you away from the person. Like, it's taking you to an invisible body that used to be there, because the aim assist, it forms a little bubble on the person. And when that person moves, the aim assist doesn't move with the person. It stays on that bubble sometimes. So you're trying to aim at the person, but really your aim is like pushing you away from them. It is very annoying. And I'm thinking, like, damn, is my aim off? Because I tried to adjust my aim to keep on the person, and it's constantly going left, right, like skipping over the person. I'm like, what is wrong? And I get frustrated because I feel like it's me, but really it's not me. It's the aim assist. When I seen that Exclusive Ace video, I was like, yo, I knew something was up. But that's kind of bad. Like, for real, that has cost me a lot of gunfights. And I've seen a lot of people complain about it. Like, that needs to get fixed ASAP. I mean, the aim assist being that broken, I'm almost thinking about taking the aim assist off and trying it that way. I feel like that's more reliable, because, man, it's cost me a lot of gun kills. Sometimes people might have thought I was a noob. I mean, they're right in front of me and I'm trying to shoot them, and I'm just constantly going left, right. I'm like, dude, this is annoying, but hopefully they fix that soon. Another small negative, the footsteps are actually very loud. I mean, I find myself wearing headphones. I'm able to know where people are coming. I don't think it's as strong as Modern Warfare, but it's still pretty up there. I mean, I can hear people coming before I see them, and a lot of times they can hear me coming. I go to run around the corner, they're already shooting before I get around there. There's no UAV up or nothing. You know, the footsteps are loud, and Ninja takes a while to unlock. And I haven't experienced with Ninja yet because I don't have it unlocked, but not having it unlocked, it is not that fun, man. The footsteps are a decent loudness. You know, you can definitely sound horror people, but I'm just glad it's not stopping people from running around. You know, and I still run around, and sometimes I do work, sometimes I get mopped. You know, but the footsteps are a little on the loud side. But that's pretty much it for the downside of Call of Duty. I think it's a really good game so far, and we kind of have to wait and see. I know there's some things that need to be patched, so we're going to wait for the first patch to see how it levels everything out, but that was to be expected. At the beginning of the game, I knew it wasn't going to be all that. I give the game a month or two, and then it's going to be raw. You know, we're going to get more maps, you know, maybe more kill streaks. We'll have to see, but so far, this is a breath of fresh air. Having a Call of Duty that feels as close to normal than we've had in a long time. Just being able to run around, use whatever gun I want. You know, I was even doing work with pistols, shotguns, you know, guns I never used before. It feels good to run around and to have a little fun. You know, I'm really not worried about my kill death ratio. If I have a good game, I have a good game. If I have a bad one, oh well, I still have fun the whole time. Free for all playlist seems like the most fun to me. I love free for all. That might be one of the game modes I play the most, but because it takes forever to level up guns, I haven't been playing it. I've been trying to play domination and, you know, kill confirm, something that's going to give me a little score, because dude, this level up system is too damn slow. But this is it for my Call of Duty Cold War review. If you liked the video, could you please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Chopper Style out.
EKIA.